Okay, so we're finally here with James Murphy himself. Just going to ask a few questions. Firstly, James, just wondering what is behind. Why were you drawn to gambling as a hobby? Why were you drawn to it?
Gambling?
Yes, gambling.
Define gambling.
Well, should we say poker? Perhaps was that your favourite pastime? Would you say?
I think the key to poker is it's almost a non-athletic sport, so to speak.
Yeah, so that's quite important for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's more of it's a mental game. It's a lot of, alright, there's money involved, but even if there wasn't money involved, then it would still be about outfoxing your opponent, so to speak.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Okay, and one other question that a lot of people have been wanting to know the answer to is why do you feel the need to take certain people under your wing and, if you will, train them up?
I wouldn't say I train people, but I think people are drawn to me in terms of gambling. They see my heart when it comes to gambling. Like I'm not afraid. You put down a big bet, you know, I'll gamble with you, so to speak, and they see that and they're drawn to that sort of side of me, and they look to me for that sort of gamble consistently.
Would you say that you're almost a mother figure for some people in this?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say I'm a mother hen. I'll take them under my wing, and I'll keep them warm through the dark gambling days and through the good gambling days, because there are good ones. A common misconception with gambling is that you always lose and the house always wins. But there are times you'll go out and you'll win a lot.
Okay. Thank you for your time, James Murphy. And it's been a pleasure to meet you for the first time.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. We've managed to track down Carberry's psychiatrist. He's just going to answer a few questions about his mindset.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that, actually, yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about what the impact of karate has had on Carberry's life?
Yeah, I think it's giving him that channel to channel much of his aggression and religious beliefs, because when he first came to the school, he was an inherent Catholic, and I don't know, he castigated most people. Okay, I'm not. No. That will make it.
Okay, we've managed to get away from that raucous crowd who reacted quite badly to the sensitive nature of Carberry. We've tracked down the psychiatrist once again, and I'm going to ask him a few perhaps more tender questions on the subject of Carberry.
Yeah.
First of all, you spoke about karate earlier.
Yeah, at great length.
Had a massive impact on his life. Have you seen signs of this in and around the school environment?
Yeah, I have, certainly, yeah. On one of my first days coming here, there I was in the locker room, and there I find Carberry physically hurling himself into a locker, per se. Then he climbed onto the locker and jumped down, whilst on the descent kicking a book which was thrown at him, and he somewhat ruthlessly parried it away with, I don't know, in a gracious manner, but yet there was that ruthlessness that just, it struck me as sort of a Genghis Khan sort of figure. Just, I don't know, he's got that just unparalleled feel about him.
One more topic that's always mentioned, the name of Carberry, is his talents. Various talents have been mentioned. I mean, caricatures, voices, wings, accents. Would you just give your word on those?
Oh, how long have you got? I mean, Jonathan Carberry is just a character and a half, maybe even two characters. And just, yeah, as Miles said here, caricatures, I mean, they're limitless. I mean, if we could actually get him in here, that'd be amazing, because you would just be in for a treat, all of you. He's just, I'm lost for words. One time he was just on the sofa with me, we were talking about some of the problems, which I won't go into. And he just broke out and did his Cockney accent, and I really did think I was in, say, Whitechapel or E3. It was just surreal. And also he's got impressions of just, oh God, Japanese. He does Japanese impressions, he does Scottish impressions, Irish impressions. I mean, if this man doesn't make it onto TV, I'll be shocked. I'll quit my job. fuck all my job. And then of course he's got other talents such as a left back. He played for a young team in Watford at one point. Also very good in goal, so he's not only got talents which are seen in the school life, he's also got talents which are seen outside of school, and I think that's what's often forgot about the man that is John Carberry.
Yeah, obviously a very special man.
Yeah, more than special. I think he's touched it all in a specific way.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So here we are with John Carberry, the man himself. We've found time to have an interview with him, ask him a few questions about, what he thinks it is to be John Carberry. So John, you've come in a year ago as a new sixth former. How do you feel that's worked for you coming into this new environment?
Well, if you look out the window, man, you can see something real clear.
Okay, John. We've spoken about your accents, and we are very great fans of them, and we respect you for that. But we'd like to get an impression of what it is to be John Carberry underneath all that. So, just another question: do you feel that you've developed almost a cult status as a Colombian now? Do you feel that, John?
Well, one would say that chair over there is quite nice, wouldn't you say?
John? Okay, I think I'm going to have to turn the cameras off. John, you're on. Look, Phil, can you turn the camera off? John.
Clearly, the interview was too much for John. Perhaps it was time to take a step back.
Okay, we've been told that one of Sam Tottenham's closest friends has been spotted in this area, and we're going to see if we can get a one-on-one interview with that great man. Just come over here, we'll have a look. He may be quite tentative, so we must be careful. There he is. Excuse me. There he is. Okay. Excuse me. Could you just say a few words for us?
I haven't got any stones.
It's all right. Say a few words about Sam Topham.
He's really good with the cheese cutters on the stones. Please.
Okay, we can understand that this is emotional turmoil for you, but I'm sure that if you just dig deep in your mind, you can, find something to say.
Yes.
Okay, so, we know that he's a war veteran, but you knew him from childhood. What was he like back then?
He keeps all that stuff really quiet when it comes to stones. Nothing really else to be said.
Sorry, you referred to stones. Is this some sort of game that you play?
He'll hurt me. Stop. It's just stones. Nothing else.